What's the new vampire movie? Rob recommended it, so I watched it when I was on the treadmill with Ethan Hawke. It's really good. I just watched it last week. What's the name of it? Go ask Jacobson the name of the new Ethan Hawke vampire movie. I know we're having a big powwow in there right now, but I need this information. I need this information. I need this information. Or I can get up and go get it. I need the name of that movie. But the point is that's what we are. We're like creatures in a machine sucking our blood. We're like cattle. We are seen here to provide daybreakers. We are here to provide our souls, our money, our kids, everything. The globalists see it as if they control the entire society. And so this woman sees troops, SWAT teams, guns, FEMA camps. She feels safe. When she sees big black armored vehicles and tanks and big monolithic government buildings and thugs and CPS grabbing children and corruption, she just cozies up like a snake around their leg. But she comes into some red-blooded, tanned, redneck American who isn't her slave, and she comes in here with a man with a little bit of hair on his chest, and it just scares the living daylights out of her. She had thought she'd entered the ninth circle of hell. She was in a room with a fork-tailed devil. This is a domesticated slave. This is a domesticated worm. This is a domesticated serf. This is someone who sees a human who isn't castrated. I mean, I would imagine a domesticated pig in a pig pen watching a wild pig run around, out there in the field 100 yards away. That'd probably actually scare a pig because it would have memories of being a free hog. It would have memories of running around squealing and rooting and having a good time. And it'd be sitting there eating its slop about to get slaughtered. That's another pig. That's scary. And it would squeal and run over to the humans and curl up and go, and do something about that pig out there. It's so deadly. I mean, it's disgusting. It's like a cow in a squeeze chute at a slaughterhouse before the gas bolt comes down and drives a hammer into its head and fells it and kills it so it can be rendered down into T-bone steaks. Imagine it getting angry at a cow in a field. Oh, look at that cow in a field. It has horns. It hasn't been dehorned. I had my horns cut off a long time ago. I've had all my vaccines. I'm going into the slaughterhouse. Oh, I like the government. Oh, I love it. I'm here by my legs and drain me of blood. I love serving government. It's so much fun. It's so good. I mean, literally, you've got to experience. It's like that video we have in Road to Tyranny of the police-owned squad car at a checkpoint. They're searching everybody's cars. Abby Newman, one of my listeners, naval veteran, no criminal record, in town buying canning equipment. They say, we want to search your car. She says no. They open the trunk up, put her in handcuffs, find a pocket constitution, and start hyperventilating on video going, I can't believe she's got one. We found an extremist. She's got paraphernalia. I can't believe. He says, I can't believe we found one of these people. And he's like, what do we do? Do we arrest her for this? And supervisor comes over, and this is in Virginia. He goes, I don't know. Maybe is she allowed to have that? Maybe that's what she's talking about when she says she has rights. I don't care. Go ahead and arrest her. I mean, you don't go right. You don't. So I guess it's the same thing. We got one with a pocket constitution. It's the same thing with this British woman. Oh, my God, is that a... it was tears. God, it was like a Monty Python episode. It was like in A Fish Called Wanda when the guy can't talk and he's stuttering. When the guy's stuttering, when the guy's eating his fish. Some fish and chips. So, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I have seen the mind control slaves. I have seen state police going, literally going, oh, my God, look at this. People, go watch Road to Tyranny. It's a 3-hour film. It's like 2.5 hours in. From the squad car. You cannot make the magnitude up of this. But, I mean, in that woman, you see the whole world. This is a person, again, who saw the butt of this gun sticking out. She saw this in a shelf. I mean, amazing. Amazing. To her, that I am here to defend myself. I'm not living in fear. I'm living in power. I'm living as a sovereign. I'm going to defend myself. Instead, they lock down schools when a gunman's in them and make them get under the chairs so they're not running. They don't tell them, go out the window, go out the nearest exit, we'll direct you. They don't say we have the principal with a gun. That's happened a few times where they've stopped mass shootings. No, they say, you go get under your chair and wait for them to blow your head off. So I was supposed to see if gunmen come in here. I'm supposed to, oh, yes, sir, let me, oh, you're going to kill me? Let me get in a fetal position so you don't have to look me in the eyes. When you again, it's the same training in Nazi Germany where you see those big pits, the 16mm film shot by the Nazis. They're all standing around satisfied in a power trip. They got their guys with machine guns lined up. There's pits, and, you know, they dig these pits. They don't want to bury just one group. There's already 50, 60 bodies in there in groups of 10. They run the next line through, and the guys have their hats in hand, and they bow respectfully. Oh, thank you, mister, you're going to kill me. I mean, so what if you got a gun? I'm going to run up, try to bite him. I'm going to gouge his eyes out. I'm going to headbutt. You want to see somebody go hog wild? Not that I'm anything special. I'm a wild human, baby. I'm free. I got testosterone. Nobody cut my testicles off. Nobody sucked my soul out. But no, they, you know, almost black and white films, they have the hat in their hand, and they run down into the pit, and then get their heads blown off, and the next group, get in there. Yes, sir, thank you. I'm going to do what you say. She sees all of this tyranny that should worry her, that should concern her instincts, and she doesn't care. She cares that I am not a slave. It is fundamental. Her religion is being prostrate before tyranny. Her religion is being a victim. Her religion is being weak. Her religion is being domesticated. Think about it. Some woman whose ancestors were the wild and wonderful people of Britain, who the Romans feared whenever they invaded. Not anymore. She's just a domesticated after a 1,900 years of domestication. Oh, it's not a gun. I mean, this is insanity, ladies and gentlemen. This is, think of who would want to marry a woman who you'd have kids with, and if somebody tried to assault your kids at the park or at home when you're not there, wouldn't defend your children. I want a woman who's sweet and beautiful and calm and ladylike, but who can turn into an absolute vicious killer. And that's what women are supposed to be like if they need to be. Not these little domesticated prissy things that can't stand up for themselves. That's real feminism. Real feminism is when somebody knocks down your college daughter's door to rape her, she fires 14 rounds of .45 Magnum into them. That's what feminism is, not your crap. All right, I've had enough of it. I've had enough of scum. I've had enough of domestication. I've had enough of people that tell me I've got to be a pathetic slave. Come on in, Aaron. Oh, more reports on deadly fluoride. Thank you. All right, I'm ranting because this is someone who's not domesticated. Would you rather be me or rather be... But remember, she'd be very polite in Nazi Germany, directed into a pit. Or take your clothes off, get ready to go in here for showers. Yes, sir, thank you for the reasonable way you're treating us. I've decided I don't agree with your politics exactly, but I do agree with authority. Let me take my clothes off. As far as a gun, officer, quite fancy. I feel quite good with you with that gun. But citizens having guns, now that is entirely improper. Oh, help me, Lord. I've been on the radio too long today. And here is the God of the domesticated slave, Chris, fruit box, I just pumped the dog look on his face. I'm sorry. He's just such a weak little sniveling manipulator. He enjoys manipulating you. He thinks you're stupid. He loves the elite power over the masses. He loves dumbing you down. He loves feeling like he's a master controller and prancing around with pot-bellied old rotten New World Order trash at little cocktail parties, slithering around. This is your enemy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the traitor. This is the type of person that sells the country out. This is the type of person that loves the destruction of liberty and freedom. This is the person who loves, most of the people that I've met from MSNBC are British women. They're like, these are perfect. They're scared of everything. They lick the first black uniform boots they see. They hate the family. They love world government. Bring them in. They'll make TV for America.